Alright, so can everyone see the story just fine?
Perfectly.
Okay,
Clearly.
getting flashbanged with this was not something I was expecting
It's like 5
today.
hours. It's like 5 hours too early for this.
So, I mean, well, I mean, it is an interesting Our Princess chapter, but, well, but you guys have read the Our Princess chapter before, right? I mean, it shouldn't be a surprise for you. I mean, there'll probably be some people jumping on who haven't read it before, but I mean, you know, you guys have read it before. You know all about the cradle and the Pale Queen and the plot that's going there.
I swear.
Yeah.
For a second, I think I did the pose that Birdley did when he was surprised.
What are you talking about, Birdley? What?
What's going on?
You may have the wrong screen up, and it's nothing major.
What do you mean I got the wrong screen up? What screen have I got up?
This is
You
the
have
canon chapter
the curly
5.
route
What's...
up instead of
Without... Oh, well, actually, how much ado do we have? 1 second, let me check my accounts. Yeah, I've currently got all my ado in a CD, so I can't really access it, so we'll just have to hop on.
That's very bank-like way of keeping data.
Dearest Knight, I must know, do you remember me?
You're the princess. You're the shipping man, only taken a new form. You're the one I love. I remember you, but you came.
And so have you, my heart. And yet, none of these changes have caused me to stop loving you. I hope that in spite of my changes, you still feel the same for me. It's good to have you back.
I love you too. There are holes in my memory. I remembered you, and I remember my feelings for you, and I remember our imprisonment, and that we went on a journey in order to obtain our freedom. But the details of what happened are fuzzy, and I had forgotten what happened when we reached during the journey descent. I had questions. It's good to be back.
There's no more truth.
Response.
Alright. Ort?
There's truth again.
Let's see. You good to go, Ort?
Yeah, sorry.
Alright, no worries.
Her face melts into a joyful smile, a single tear trickling down her pale cheek. Sighing, she wipes the tear away before waiting for you to continue.
There are holes in my memory. I remembered you, and I remember my feelings for you, and I remember our imprisonment and that we went on our journey in order to obtain our freedom. But the details of what happened are fuzzy, and I have forgotten what happened when we reached our journey's end.
Her expression changes to one of sorrow.
That was unfortunately to be expected of my heart. It brings me no joy to see you afflicted in this way. Know, however, I missed that there is a purpose behind your current state. I would tell you more, but you made me promise to say nothing further.
So that's now the Pale Queen's canon line, which means there's a new character in here called Mist, so who's going to voice Mist?
God damn.
I'll voice Mist.
I Mist.
Wow, very spot on impression.
She's just been texting Mist. Mist. That's gotta be Quiet's question. Who's missed?
One of the other suits of armor and usurper.
God. No.
More and more characters.
Got more characters.
No. Hey, job question.
I can only imagine your confusion. Fortunately, we are in a place where time is of no consequence. I will answer whatever questions I can. But perhaps it would be best if I first asked you this question. After you and I awakened to our true nature, do you remember what happened to us?
I think we became gods. We lived together to reshape countless dawns. I think you killed me. I think I killed you. We fought and argued, I think. But in the end, we chose to live together.
She smiles softly and nods her head in affirmation.
Neither. Neither of us knew what the future would hold for us when we decided to step outside. Pale Queen is having technical difficulties.
Oh. Did you try
Outside
adjusting her router?
Rebooting the construct.
of physical difficulties. We decided to step outside the cabin for the final time. But we chose to accept whatever changes might come, including the changes in ourselves.
What happened to us?
Fear, courage, pain, joy, confusion, discovery. In a word, life. It was different from what we had known before, but some things never changed. You remained by my side, and I by yours. No matter what befell us, we faced it together.
And then?
More life and more changes, including in how we felt about one another. I confess that this, above everything else, caused me great. I was and am a being of change, yet I have always carried a piece of your stability in my heart. No matter what we did to each other in the construct, in spite of forgetting and hurting and killing one another, I never stopped loving you. Yet here, in this new experience, in this new existence, I could feel my heart changing.
Did I do something wrong? Did you want to break up? Did we stop loving each other?
No, my heart. Though it was a cause of great anxiety, that fear never made itself manifest. Throughout the eternal ebb and flow of time, our love for each other neither diminished nor dimmed. In fact, it only grew. Do you remember it now?
Yes. The two of us. We wanted. Look down at the princess.
Pale Queen smiles and nods her head before approaching her and gently taking the sleeping princess from you. The silence of the construct is broken by the queen's gentle humming as she rocks the princess back and forth, her nose nuzzling her cheek, cradling her vulnerable creature against her chest.
I had many misgivings at first. I was comfortable with you and you alone. Other people, they never held my gaze for long. How could they? They did not last. But the idea of another one like us, someone who would live on as we do, and it could grant us fresh perspectives neither of us could see. That thought took root in my heart. And you, my dear, were very persuasive.
I have so many more questions.
Ask, ask them, my heart. I will answer what I can.
Why am I a knight? Do we have a kingdom? I like the idea of having a kingdom. What is this place? What is our daughter? Why have I forgotten so much? When we left together, I remember leaving my voices behind. How did they return? Will they return again, or will they be gone forever? How did our daughter come to be? Did we actually, is she okay? What happens now? Why were you acting like the narrator?
Oh, because I'm evil. In order to grow, our doctor needed a story, and for that story to have meaning, it had to be properly framed. In the past, the echo framed the story, giving you a choice and me a role to play. And while it is true that he was only interested in his own agenda, we would not have become what we are without his interference. When we conceived our daughter, we realized that one of us would have to serve the purpose he once fulfilled. And so I chose to take upon myself the role of storyteller, guide, and antagonist. In doing so, I could ensure that the threads we wove for our daughter could take shape and substance, while also enacting certain safeguards to protect our daughter from true harm. I, I hope it does not need to be said, but in spite of the obligatory calls to murder my role demands, I do not want you to actually kill her. Should you attempt to do so, whether deliberately or by accident, I will stop you.
Isn't it kind of strange that you're copying the narrator after everything he put us through?
There is certainly an irony that is not lost on me. After suffering so much from what the Echo put us through, here I am utilizing his same methods. Part of me is revolted by this, but I keep in mind the ultimate purpose of everything we do, and find the resolve to carry on.
What is it like fulfilling the role of the narrator?
It has been interesting. I admit that there are moments where I find the job to be quite enjoyable, even entertaining. But it is also very serious, and at times quite stressful. There is not a moment during my work where I can afford to disengage.
At certain points, it seems like you were caught off guard. Was that all just an act, or was your control legitimately sleeping?
I'm slipping off my fucking beanbag. I was and will continue to be obligated to maintain an aspect of my duty that I frequently do not enjoy. It was difficult at times for me to allow you and our daughter to make the choices you did, and simply observe the consequences unfold. But it was important that both you and she were given the agency to act and react to one another. Still, the moments of acting notwithstanding, I admit to being legitimately caught off guard at multiple points. I had prepared the script, but I could never account for every choice you and our daughter would make. In the end, much of what I had to do came down to improvisation. But it was all right. In spite of the difficulties, we managed to make it work.
What if what if things became more difficult?
We cannot anticipate every danger. Nevertheless, I am more prepared than I once was. I trust that when the time comes, the two of us will overcome any future difficulties together.
Why am I a knight?
As I took upon myself the role of what would be from your perspective, morally dubious queen in charge of directing and challenging you, so you took upon yourself the role of my sworn champion facing a difficult dilemma. The concept of a knight seemed to embody that idea most effectively, and so a knight you became. I think you enjoyed choosing that role for yourself, and if I may be so bold, I think you look quite dashing in armor.
Yes.
Yes.
Do, do we actually have a kingdom? I like the idea of having a kingdom.
Not a kingdom in the literal sense, but you and I are woven into the very fabric of reality. In a way, you could say that everything is our kingdom.
What is this place?
A construct similar to the one we were trapped in, only this time, instead of being a prison the Echo built, this place is a home we built together. Here we can nurture our daughter, allowing her to grow and flourish as we once did.
What is our daughter?
When we chose to conceive our daughter, sorry, we created something new. But as we once were, she too is currently hollow and unfinished. I yearn to know who and what she is, but in order to find out, she must discover herself as you and I did.
Since our daughter is a princess, should I call you queen now? Or should I call both of you princess? Actually, now that I think about it, does our daughter have a name?
We never gave our daughter a name, nor do I wish to impose one on her. At least, not now. It is enough for me to know that she is our daughter, our little princess. As for me, I have and will always be your princess, regardless of the names we may choose for ourselves. Still, I understand the confusion this may cause, so you may call me Queen if you wish. The label will never change what I truly am, any more than it can for you, my heart.
She leans in to whisper into your ear.
When we are alone, we can discuss other names we can call each other.
Hi. Such as, I think we should stay focused. Should we be discussing this in front of her? And it's getting hot in here. Give her the look. I awkwardly say nothing. I hope she doesn't notice you blushing beneath your helmet.
She knows.
How did our daughter come to be? Did we actually you know.
She smiles wryly, a look of amusement on her face.
It was a
That is detailed in a separate fanfic. You will not get it here.
It was a
Link on
learning
Patreon.
experience. It was, it was a learning experience for both of us. There was pleasure, pain, there shouldn't be pain, joy and sorrow. Yet, in spite of the uncertainty and difficulty, I have never once regretted sharing that experience with you.
Why have I forgotten so much?
She gently cups your cheek, eyes glistening with sorrow and compassion.
Oof. Hold on, Pale Queen needs to get a fucking tissue real quick.
A pale tissue. There's a
It
dispenser in
is.
the construct.
I think if a tissue wasn't pale, I'd be concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would be too. What you making
The
that shit?
priest-
Well,
It's
you know,
Stretchy
there's peach tinted toilet paper, so it's not unheard of.
Hey,
It's
are you supposed to say whatever?
It was necessary, my heart. In order for our plan to work, the two of us needed to make sacrifices. I am sorry that I must be vague and continue to withhold details from you. Know that I do so for a purpose, and that you agreed to this arrangement.
Will I remember when this is all over?
I retain hope that it will be so, though we cannot know for certain until we reach that point.
When we left together, I remember leaving my voices behind. How did they return? Will they return again? Or will they be gone forever?
There are many things that both of us still do not understand about the nature of your voices. Perhaps they will return again. Perhaps not. Either way, I am comforted by the knowledge that you are here with me. Why do you ask, my heart?
I feel like they might be important for restoring my memory. I was hoping to get to be rid of them. I was just curious. I feel concerned for them. What if they're gone for good this time?
Your compassion has always been admirable, but I would not trouble myself over this matter. They are a part of you. I don't believe they can ever truly be gone while you remain.
Is she okay?
The pale queen gently strokes the vessel's hair.
Her, her heart is concealed from me, as yours was when we first met.
Doing a bad job at clearing my throat.
Oh
Fuck.
dear. Do you need a rest?
No.
Okay.
Yet my own experience leads me to believe that her experiences will shape her, and that any pain she experienced in the previous thread will ultimately add to her understanding and growth.
What happens now?
Now that you have completed your first quest, we continue with our plan.
And what is the plan?
The same one you committed to when we first came face to face in the spaces between. Our daughter is as we once were, unfinished in the hollow, yearning to be complete. But back then, we saw the path to our salvation. and so we will lead our daughter down that same path. Everything we have done, everything we have built together, all of this is so that she can be provided with the new perspectives that will make her whole. I cannot accomplish this task without your help.
What would you have me do?
Just as you once helped me know myself, I need you to help our daughter discover who she is. In order for this to be done, she must be guided, nurtured, and allowed to grow as the two of us did. You have already helped her with the first step. With this perspective, she may begin to grow in understanding. With your help, the rest of her perspectives can be gathered. Back in the Echo's construct, you saved me. I know I ask so much of you, but will you be my hero once more? Will you save our princess? Pickle drop.
I will agree to the plan.
Thank you, my heart. If you have other questions, I can answer them. Otherwise, there is something I wish to show you.
Do you have thoughts on this perspective?
You would hear my thoughts on the vessel that is not my own. I cannot offer the same level of insight for this perspective as I did with those that were me, but I suppose there is something nostalgic about this. At any rate, it could not hurt me to share my personal interpretation.
She pauses to consider the delicate creature in her arms.
This one seems to be strength born from opposition. She suffered a bitter and humiliating defeat, which shattered her dogmatic worldview. Yet, in the face of her crumbling ideology, she strove to learn and grow from her mistakes rather than ignore them. But she mistook mercy for weakness and allowed anger and vengeance to rule her. I see the makings of a battered but resilient heart. Before, I would encourage you not to mourn the passing of a vessel. I do not know if it is appropriate for me to do so now. I myself feel a heavy sorrow holding this one in my arms, in spite of knowing why she had to pass on. So let tears be shed, if they must, but let us keep those sorrows in perspective, so that we may retain in remembrance the purpose of our work.
Does it have to be like this? With the hurting and the killing and the loss?
That's what makes it
I,
fun.
I understand your desire to protect her. Before we committed to our plan, we discussed whether or not we could create a world for her in which there was no hardship of any kind, or at least a world where such things were greatly diminished. In the end, we decided that neither of us would be who we are, had we not been shaped by the conflict and struggle we experienced. As difficult as it may be, in order for her to experience joy, she must know sorrow. Even after our many discussions, I have considered if there is, perhaps, a better way to do this, some alternative path that fully respects your free will and hers, while also minimizing the potential pain. Pale Queen needs a moment to breathe.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you are in the maw forever. You have all the time in the world.
Okay. But to date, I have not discovered such a path, and neither did you. And so we will do what we must. We will accept the pain as a necessary part of her growth. Still, in spite of this, you and I made sure to implement certain precautions, such as the wall surrounding the kingdom to prevent actual oblivion. We can accept suffering as a fair price for the gift of life, but we need not risk irreparable harm.
What if she doesn't want this?
Well, fuck her, I suppose.
God damn.
Neither of us chose to become more than abstract concepts. Yet when I was given a spark of consciousness, I desired life. I am eternally grateful you gave that gift to me. Perhaps she will reject the gift we offer her. Perhaps she will even be resentful and wish to harm us. We considered these possibilities, yet ultimately chose to take the risk.
What will happen when she's completed?
We cannot know until we arrive at our destination. It sounds like a fucking GPS. Neither of us have ever raised a child. We have done what we can to prepare ourselves to grow into the capable parents she will need, but we could never prepare for her.
Her face twists with worry.
I remain willing to take the risks we agreed upon, yet I confess that I am afraid. I was not merely playing my role when I told you the princess was dangerous. Among other things, she possesses both my capacity and yours. Within her being lies the nascent forces of unrelenting change and immutable stillness, joined together into something beautiful and terrible. I do not wish to destroy her, but I wish that she made this. I worry that. I wish she made this. I wish she made
I
this.
sure that,
I wish
that was a bit of adversary talking, but boy, am I itching for another fight!
Pardon me, I can't see very well right now. But I worry that she may decide to destroy us. And if she makes that decision, I cannot see myself being willing to harm her, even if I were able. I'm laughing at defeat.
Yep. I was trying not to lose my shit.
Pale Queen
My
losing her
head
shit at memes.
Okay. Okay. But that anxiety serves no purpose. We've made our decision. All that matters now is seeing our plan through to the end.
What is it you want to show me?
She takes you by the hand and leads you towards the center of the castle. Resting atop the textured nothingness, you see a myriad of pale hands that have woven themselves into a nest-like structure. The Pale Queen approaches the hands, which rise to meet her, their fingers tracing over the skin and feathers of the princess in her arms.
We wanted to give her the same richness of experience we received in the Echo's construct. Yet I did not want her to be alone during the times you departed. I will need to play my role as the Pale Queen while you fulfill your quest in the threads, but part of me can keep her company as she rests within this cradle.
The Pale Queen lowers the body of the princess into the center of the cradle. The hands part as a myriad of feathery rings rise from the center of the mass before enfolding the princess's body in their feathers and gently carrying her beneath.
Sleep well, my little one. Take comfort in my embrace as you reflect on who you are. My eyes will be on your father, but my thoughts will always be with you.
Do I have to go now?
You will need to go eventually, but it need not to be now. If you wish, you can spend some more time with our daughter. I will wait by your side.
Can I speak to her?
She is asleep now, but I think she will be comforted by your presence. It has always comforted me.
Stay with the princess.
You carefully approach the cradle. The hands making up its edges part and gently beckon you into the center. Once there, you slowly sink inside. You find yourself enfolded by a multitude of tender hands and soft feathers. Deep within, you see the princess resting, her vessel softly wrapped in a swaddling of speckled wings.
Here's baby.
Baby. Jan said be right back, so ellipsis.
So we can just take a moment to appreciate baby art by Drago Lion.
Baby, all wrapped up.
Mm-hmm.
Wings. Do you think the wings are soft?
Yeah.
They're actually like sandpaper. Even touching them is pure
It's like
agony.
it's like a shark.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Lovely.
yeah, I've petted sharks, so I know. How?
Every
I mean,
feather is a knife.
Oh, of course.
Razor one. Just kidding.
Razor wings.
Okay, Deidre, Razor Pale Queen.
God. Don't make me do two at once. God damn. I haven't done Razor in forever.
Alright. So Jan said they had to leave, so I'll go ahead and just take over for him while he's away. Kiss her forehead.
The princess does not stir, but you can feel her warmth as you lift your visor to give her a gentle peck on the forehead. She is growing and will awaken fully to a bright and vibrant life, if only you can continue to nurture her. The gravity of this responsibility presses itself upon you with far more weight than your armor, but you feel determined to do everything in your power to help your daughter. Time passes as you reflect on your thoughts and emotions. Slowly, your eyes grow heavy, and you fall asleep next to the princess. Something drifts across your awareness, impossibly light. Impressions, not of your own. Faint, less than a whisper. But if you were to reach out and touch them, call them forward,
Reach out, touching the ephemeral whispers.
Now we're going to get something if you hover over your mouse, then...
Existence.
Is it me?
No, that's baby.
It's me.
Oh,
Existence. Your heart's flame palpitates with rhythmic warmth. Your song pulsates outward, reverberating against the loving shell that enfolds you. You are here. You are aware. You are safe. Sensation. You feel the presence of a cool shadow. It comes from outside, like the bright presence, but where the bright one vibrates with an ever-shifting melody, the shadow is quiet. It is different, but familiar. Curiosity. You want to understand. Frail wings reach out to probe the dark presence. Alarm. Feeling of sharp claws. The little body trembles. Danger! Fear! Assurance. The bright presence reaches out. Her shifting song undulates with a comforting lullaby.
We love you. We will protect you.
Comfort. Muscles relax. Wings settle. Eyes turn inward. Remembrance. The sister's flame pulsates in rhythm with yours, against the powerful song of the bright presence and the drawn-out silence of the dark presence. She sings her song. You receive it. Pain, defeat, struggle, dominance, desperation. Victory is swallowed up in misery as your power becomes a mockery. Reception. You listen and hold the sister's song in your heart. You understand. You want to help her. Empathy. Wings enfold the sister in a tender embrace. You listen to her song and feel the flame of her heart against yours. Communication. Struggling, desperation, strength. You feel her push against the bright and the dark confines that have embraced you for as long as you can remember. You feel her desire. A need to break free from the loving shell. Understanding. You feel the same. Your flame illuminates different paths. Humility. I'm sorry, but I don't know how to help. Compassion. No, don't be sad. Here, let me help you feel better. Prudence. Hold her close, watch her, and learn from her when she walks her own path. Determination. I will do whatever I can to help you. I promise. Confidence. We're together now. You will be all right.
And you notice, just as a mechanic, you hover over any of these, they fade. But this is the only one that goes brighter.
Grim resolve. She understands and sings no more to you. Fatigue. Your heart's flame flickers. It cannot burn so bright. Not now. Not for long. It must burn low, or it will burn out. Repose. Soft, gentle. Pale hands and dark feathers caress the wilting body. Your borders settle against the edge of the loving shell. Part of you wishes to push further, but you allow yourself to be embraced. Your strength is gone, but the flame still burns. craving, hungry, thirsty, empty. You yearn for nourishment. Exhaustion. Warm light dances across heavy-lidded eyes. You yearn to open them, but you are too weak. Hope, but you are not alone. They love you. They are here for you. Tension, clawing, grasping, a conflicting desire. She must break the shell. Acquiescence. Tired, sleepy. You must rest. Resolve, but part of you will never give up.
Wake up.
You awaken slowly, not daring to disturb your daughter's slumber as you carefully unwrap your arms from her delicate body. You watch her carefully, making sure that she is still asleep before leaving her to her rest.
What did all of that mean?
Your making mind, your waking mind endeavors to form a conclusion, but it can reach nothing definitive.
Was that a dream? Or was it something else?
You cannot be sure either way. Your mind retains a hazy memory of the events, but how much can you trust your own mind?
Did I make a choice in there? I don't remember selecting anything.
Your mind forms an answer the moment you finish the thought. That's because you didn't select anything. That choice was not yours to make.
Silently prepare to rest.
Hands wrap around you as you depart, lifting you up and out of the cradle. Outside, the Pale Queen waits patiently for you.
Are you ready, my heart? As before, I will need to make you forget in order for you to return to the thread.
I think I may have had a strange dream while I was in with her. Do you know anything about this?
The Pale Queen regards you with an expression of curiosity.
Did you know? Would you like to describe what happened?
Explain what happened.
You recount the events that transpired while you slept to the best of your ability. The Pale Queen listens patiently. When you finish, she pauses for a moment before speaking.
I do not know what it means, if anything. But if you have more dreams like that, I would like to know. Are you ready to return now?
Will I forget everything again?
Everything until we meet again.
I'm ready. Make me forget.
I will be waiting when you return.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Everything goes dark,
Yay!
and you die.
Clap, 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 clap.
And this remains one of my favorite chapters. I don't know exactly why it is, but I think my favorite portions are definitely writing in the spaces between. And I'll just go down. Please join the Discord. Join the Discord. You people who have already joined
Chat,
the
we should
Discord.
join. Maybe we should join the Discord.
Oh, that's a good idea.
People
Really?
watching,
A really
people
good
watching
idea.
this video who haven't joined the Discord. Join
This
the
is like
Discord.
catch 22.
Who the fuck would that be?
Someone's liking videos. Time to find them.
Trombone, leave this
The
video.
years and the.
Is like my parents. I've shared a couple of them with them because they were interested.
Just
That's
that-
fun.
put the videos in the
This is
video
nostalgia.
They
links
don't
in
have
the
Discord, so then they couldn't even do the advice, so that's fun.
Wait, who's behind this masterpiece?
This is Wheezy Breezy.
Oh,
Who did this one?
I didn't see the
Here,
credit.
Wheezy Breezy.
My oversight.
Her style. And oh, I think I know who did this one a while back. This one is Cymbeline, who did this one. And also this one. Kitty grows up. And this one is actually a spoiler.
What the actual heck?
Voice of the Nomadic made this one. This is the plot twist.
Yeah.
The hand doing what?
And then this one, of course, is by Lav B. And another one by Lav B, which is now an emote. Yep.
Beam.
Just really.
You act like
Really
the other
cute.
one wasn't.
Well,
Yeah.
this one is in its own.
This is probably the best art I've ever made for our princess. Best efforts to make Sir Knight, and there you go. There's a kind of a reference pose for how I envision him.
Well, it's hella solid, not gonna lie.
Oh, that squished in there. Lots of nostalgia for me for this chapter. I'm just thinking about the conversations, what's being set up, what's being foreshadowed, the twists and turns, the outright lies and misdirections, which is just all of it. It's all a lie. All of
Members
it.
who were active
every
at the
bit a
time
lie.
and have since kind of faded away.
Mm-hmm. Lots of fun stuff there.
That's fun stuff.
But big, huge, massive, long round of applause to all of the voice actors who participated in this. I don't know if my microphone picks up the clapping.
Yeah, I don't think
It
mine
never
is picking it up.
does.
And you can't see it in my thing. I forgot what that was, so here you go.
Yeah, that will do. Thank
I
you.
can make my mic
There it
pick up
is.
the clapping. Where's the setting? There we go.
Yeah.
Why is
There
it
we
that
go.
when
I
I...
was literally clapping in a circle because round of applause. I don't know, it's not funny, but or at least I don't think it's funny, but